sprayed some water on the model. Then it actually started raining outside. I picked up the spray bottle and sprayed a few more times, and to my surprise it turned into a heavy downpour outside. I opened the window and saw people getting drenched by the sudden rain. With this little town model, I realized I could control everything in the town. The restaurant owner was complaining that customers were getting fewer. She planned to repaint the place to attract more people, but she didn't have extra money to hire workers. Hearing what she said, I quietly wrote down her wish in my notebook. That night I stood before the town model and got to work. The next day she found her old shabby restaurant completely renewed. She had no idea who did it, but she was overjoyed. One day an old man fell on the street. I rushed over and helped him up. Then he complained about a big pothole on the road. He said he'd written to the mayor asking for repairs, but no one ever listened. I looked toward the town's suggestion box and decided to take it home. Inside were all the residents' complaints and ideas, but the greedy mayor never cared about any of them. So I started fixing things on the model. First I patched the pothole, and the one outside disappeared instantly. Then I used tweezers to remove the trash, cleaned the garbage bins, and pulled out the dead trees. I fixed every little problem in town, until the streets were spotless. Suddenly a dog's bark caught my attention, so I tossed it a leftover bone from my meal. The dog had probably never seen a bone that big before. When morning came, the townspeople saw how clean and tidy everything was. Those who had planned to leave decided to stay. Seeing that made me really happy, but I felt it still wasn't enough, so I went back to studying the model. I realized the town's economy was suffering, because the highway expansion had cut off traffic to the town. Fewer and fewer people were coming, so I made a decision. I built a huge neon sign and placed it at the entrance of the town. With that sign, the once lifeless town suddenly became lively again. When night fell, the sign lit up the streets. I looked out the window, proud of my work. People gathered, wondering who had secretly done all this, but that shameless mayor claimed it was all his doing. That really made me angry, so I went back to the model, stared at the mayor's beloved sports car, picked up a small stone and tossed it toward the car, and just then a meteor fell from the sky.